very important question to consider is, how can Jesus Christ be the Son of God? Islam, which is based on the Quran, denies Jesus Christ being the Son of God, but the Bible clearly states that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. So a very important question to ask is, how can Jesus Christ be the Son of God? This question can be understood by realizing that the New Testament was written in the Greek language, and in the Greek language we have two different words for son. Not like English, which has just one word for son, which is son. Greek has two different words. The first word for son in the Greek language is teknon. This means a boy derived or come from his parents by sex. This word teknon is never used in the New Testament to describe Jesus Christ as the Son of God, because we all agree, both Muslims, Christians, Quran and the Bible, that God does not have sex, God does not have a wife or a girlfriend or babies. To this we all agree. In the Quran, Surah 6 verse 101, the question is asked, how can Allah have a son or a child when he has no consort, wife or girlfriend? So clearly the Quran thought that Son of God meant a sexual, physical son. But this is completely wrong. Jesus is never called the teknon, Son of God. But there is a second word in the Greek for son, which means something entirely different. And this is the word huios, Huios. This means same nature as. For example, if I call you a son of peace, I'm saying that you have the nature of peace, as Luke 10:36 discusses. For example, if I say Hitler was a son of war, I'm saying Hitler has the nature of war. If I say that a bad politician is a son of lying, that means he has the nature of lying. If we say Jesus Christ is the Son of God, I'm saying that Jesus Christ has the nature of God. This is also mentioned in the Bible, sons of disobedience, Ephesians 5:6. Christians are called children of light, John 12:36. Judas was called the son of perdition, John 17:12. All these are the words huios, 5207 in Strong's Concordance, not 5043, teknon. So Jesus Christ being called the Son of God means that he has 100% the same nature as God. Now Jesus Christ is also called in the New Testament the only begotten Son of God. This is seen in John chapter 1 verse 14, verse 18, John chapter 3 verse 16 and 18, and 1 John chapter 4 verse 9. Mohammedan and Islamic people ask the question, how can Jesus be begotten of God? Doesn't that sound like he's a child of God? Well, let's look at the Greek and see what the Greek word is for only begotten. In Greek, only begotten is monogenes. Let's break it up into mono and genes. Mono means one and the same. For example, a monorail travels on one rail. Genes, the second part of monogenes or monogenes, genes means genetics. We have about 23,000 genes in every cell of our body which determine our every detail. One gene for hair colour, one gene for eye colour, another gene for skin colour. Every detail is specified by a different gene in our chromosomes. And so Jesus Christ, as the only begotten Son of God, means that he has the same genetics, he's the same in every detail as God, and he has the same nature as God. Jesus called himself the Son of God in John 5:25. The hour is coming when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God. John 9:35, dost thou believe on the Son of God? And he worshipped him. John 10:36, Jesus said, I am the Son of God. John 11:4, the Son of God might be glorified. John 3:18, he that believeth not is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. So the conclusion is this: when we say that Jesus Christ is the only begotten Son of God, the Bible is saying by only begotten that Jesus is the same in every detail as God, monogenes, and by using the word huios, the Bible is saying that Jesus Christ has the same nature as God. This is saying that Jesus Christ is 100% God. If he's the same as God in every detail and the same nature as God, that's saying he's 100% God. So how can Jesus Christ be 100% God? That's our next question.